Hey everyone, I am Jazmin Jenay, and I basically wanted to create this video to talk about, or really just to document my journey within college entrepreneurship and starting my business, Black Filmmaker, and really just documenting the growth, the frustrations, and just hoping that it will help someone start their own business as well, or somebody can give me some advice based on these videos. Definitely open to that as well. So yeah, if you're interested in that, please keep watching. So I created Black Filmmaker this year, actually. January 10th is when I launched, but I think I made the prototype definitely like after New Year's. Oh no, before New Year's. I remember because my mentor was telling me not to go to New Orleans for New Year's. But basically I created the prototype like right before New Year's and got my best friend Bree to flick me up in it and started posting. And I definitely learned a lot by not taking the time to launch the proper way, but I just knew I had such a golden idea and such a golden nugget that would really serve the industry. I definitely just jumped at it as soon as I designed my website and took my prototype pictures, and I was just ready to go on the website. Like, people were buying hoodies that literally I just had the drawing up, but I just knew because the product was going to be so well received that I could do that. But definitely taking the time to actually prepare for your launch is something that I could have done a little bit more of, and that just goes into like researching what e-commerce site you would like to use, or really figuring out your brand aesthetic early, or different things. And these are all things that can change because they are changing for me. So basically I just want to dive into that. So when I first started back in January, I launched my store on Square Up, and that's a great service for beginning, and I definitely appreciate how simple they really do make the process of owning your own online business. And the design interface is just a little bit better than what like I've experienced on Wix or Big Cartel. And those are just sites that I've tried in the past, but I really did like Square Up better. The main benefit of Square Up is that they give you a business debit card, just like Square Cash. They're owned by the same company, I believe. And so with the Square Up card, the business debit card, all the money from my sales go onto this business debit card. Granted, this is great. This is easy for when I have to mail out orders constantly. I can just pay for it with that card. However, shout out to my strategic entrepreneurship teacher, Black wealth specialist / professor, Professor White. I'm learning a lot of things that I actually could have been doing a lot better when it came to launching my business. And that's, for starters, we'll start with branding. Basically just figuring out the aesthetic for my brand. So my Instagram is pretty young right now, so if you scroll down you'll totally see how the color scheme, the branding, the logo, even the logo changed for my brand. And she really just challenged me to think about, okay, how do you want your brand to feel and how do you want it to look, and just diving into color psychology, and then really taking time to understand what font I want to convey this type of feeling as well. And so that's how I basically get this branding that I have, which is very 70s, very nostalgic, and very Black. I told those are the three things I want my brand to feel like. 70s, nostalgia, and Black. Just think of it as like a big old episode of Good Times or something like that. But she encouraged us as her students to really think about that, and color psychology. Like, yeah, it's brown, but am I gonna do #6143B, like all these hex codes and all this and that? So those are things, but I promise you it's not as hard as I feel like it's coming out of my mouth. But just really taking the time to just develop, how do you want your brand to feel, how do you want your brand to look, how are you going to make your brand stand out? Because really none of us are doing anything new. We're just making sure our appeal is one that's going to drive the consumer to us, and that's my goal with the brand. And so for instance, my whole aesthetic for when I'm taking product photos is 70s. That's why I have these 70s records on the walls. That's why I threw a 70s catalog photo shoot party, just so that I can really design my living room and just make it. And my living room was pretty much already 70s inspired anyway, so it was really easy to do so. But I applied that look into my product images. Now my product images and the branding on my website, the 70s branding, is going to go hand in hand, and it's just going to look very cohesive. And it's going to make the consumer feel an overall feeling, and that's my goal for that. So really just taking the time to plan before you launch your website, researching the e-commerce sites that you may want to use. Like I said, Square Up is a good one for starting out, but later on, or if you just plan correctly, I would just go straight to Shopify. I wish that's something that I would have done. And now the bank is calling me because I'm trying to open a business debit card. Now the bank calling me in the middle of my YouTube video. Okay, so that was the bank actually just calling me about opening my business account, and that's one thing I wish I would have done. That I wish I would have done a lot sooner, just because separating, my biggest thing going into business that I did not realize was, or the mindset that I wish I would have had going into business, like, okay, how do I go into business with the intention to actually be able to pocket some of that money? Like, yes, this business is good and it's supporting itself, but how can I financially live while, because the girl likes coins, you feel me? She likes coins. And so how can I sustain myself through my business? And that's one thing I really had difficulty with at first, until my entrepreneurship professor kind of jumped in and basically taught me about strategic pricing and what else did she say? Strategic pricing, just figuring out the best way to just handle my financial information. And just, if you guys don't know anybody, like, I'm grateful that I happen to be taking her class this semester, but definitely check out her website. I think it's professorwhite.com, but I would definitely put it somewhere around here. But having someone like that, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of YouTube videos to talk about that, but I just didn't go that route. Like, I had the creativity down, but I definitely, really need, why do I still have this AirPod in? But definitely just putting more time into, I would call it pre-production, since we're filmmakers, you feel me? But I would call it like putting more time into pre-production as far as before I launched the actual business. And so later on, I also had a consultation. I booked a consultation with Corey Arbinger. I believe that's how you say his name. Corey Arbinger. If you don't know Corey Arbinger, he is the CEO, one of the creators of Support Black Colleges, the probably globally recognized brand. Like, I definitely seen somebody in front of the pyramids with the Support Black Colleges hoodie on. Like, that's goals. But definitely, he offers consultations on his website. I got I think it was the 30-minute phone call, but in that 30 minutes, he's very open. It's not even like, oh, you got 10 minutes left. Like, nah, he's gonna sit there and talk with you if you have any questions. But he gave me a lot of notes. I should probably grab those. I'll grab them. Well, my iPad's dead, so I'm not gonna grab them. But basically, he was telling me about the importance of reaching out and, offering paid promotion to those people that can drive consumer traffic to your website. And so I would DM them all the time. And let me see, what message? I think I just said, hey, would love to find out about your paid promotion opportunities. We think we'll really be a good match or something. I don't know where I'll put. Let me just go to it. Stop being lazy, girl. So I'll put, would love to get you in some merch. Let me know if you are offering any paid promotion opportunities. Thank you. And so with paid promotion, you're sending them the free product, and sometimes how it's supposed to go, you send them the free product and they will post it on your behalf, basically boosting, your customers and your engagements, and just driving people to your brand. And my experiences that I've had with that so far have been great, because usually if you have a good message behind your brand, they won't charge you, especially if they're in the same industry or they're in that niche of people that would enjoy this. They don't charge you. So I reached out to a couple of people and they didn't charge me, so I just sent them the product and they posted about it, they've talked about it, and that's great because in those days, like literally somebody they posted, they said that they were going to buy because such and such posted it. So I'm like, bet, that's what it's supposed to do. So that's my experience with paid promotion. I have done Instagram ads in the past. I'm not too and that's probably something that definitely is something I need to work on, but I'm not too much into like the algorithm and the engagements. Like I'm not familiar on it yet. I will, because now I'm utilizing Instagram as a business source versus just my own personal, Instagram. So I'm definitely going to learn more about the metrics and stuff like that, but definitely the ads, they were good. I mean, I feel like I got the bulk of my followers just from following people in that industry, in the film industry. Like I literally just search Black filmmakers and check out people's pages and follow them. And then like if I was reading an article about emerging Black women directors, I'm gonna go follow them and I'm gonna say congrats on the article and I'm gonna introduce my brand. Like definitely just taking that extra step to really engage. And another thing that I also do, which I will record a screen recording, is utilize shortcuts. The shortcuts app in your settings, it's not an app, but the shortcut on your keyboard settings. So basically I type in TY and it gives a full little short bite-sized welcome message. So I just send that to everybody that follows me, really just to touch bases. And actually today, like I sent that to someone and he happens to be a development executive at a great network, and he's definitely produced one of my favorite Black films. So just not connected with him. Like he asked me when I graduate, like hello. So definitely just utilizing simple tools that will just let your customer know that you're going above and beyond, that you're touching bases with them. I feel like it's really helped me gain followers faster than Instagram ads. So, but Instagram ads they cost, and we're trying to minimize expenses around here. You feel me? Yeah, this is really just to document my journey so far. I definitely don't have it all together, but I'm glad that the brand that I created is being received well. This is my second month in business and definitely has been received very well more than what I would have expected, just for me really just starting this business on a whim. But definitely just find your niche and work it. Like that's just the basic, how I feel like I've done it. Opening a business account with sub accounts and utilizing that to pay myself. So that there's also this app, which I guess I'm gonna come back and do a different video once I've actually completed these things. But there's this app called Astra, and it's basically an automatic money management app. And so when my business account, debit account, does get approved through the actual bank instead of using a SquareUp card, because I'm switching from SquareUp, so now I have to actually get a business account. And once I do that, I will link my account with this app called Astra. And basically, from my understanding, because I haven't done it yet because I'm not approved for my business bank account yet, but Astra will distribute your money that you get from incoming sales into its proper pockets. And so that way you're putting aside your money to pay taxes, you're putting aside your money that you're going to actually pay yourself with, you're putting aside your money to actually reinvest back into the business, you're putting aside, like it goes into these pockets automatically. And so by using that pricing strategy, I can set a goal for myself. Okay, if I sell 4 items a day, then I utilize this pricing system, that I can make my goal and make up to X amount of dollars every month that I can save or spend. I'm not spend or save or just keep for myself. And so that's basically something that I would really, really, really strongly look into, because had I done it sooner, probably would have been closer to that goal. But we all learn. I definitely just want this to be a learning process. I want to document it. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have a sale like once I get to billion-dollar e-commerce company or open my first brand store. Like, if anybody could tell me the record that was on the wall on my first college entrepreneurship video, then like, I'm gonna give them a band. So look, there y'all go. There go your bands, you feel me? And yeah, if you guys have any questions, anything else I should talk about, or anything else that, you know, maybe I said that you want me to elaborate on, but like I said, this is just basically be a video diary of just my journey to college. And when I'm saying journey to college, like, I'm not about to be graduating, not journey to college, but journey as a college entrepreneur. That's what I meant. So yeah, subscribe to the kid, and